everyone! Thank you so much for tuning in! My name is Kaz, and welcome back to Cosplays! So, right now we are about to get some outfits for Lily here. So, we're gonna go to a new section that is only available in this game. They, for some reason, don't have it in the remaining games out here, but there's essentially an entire... no... I want to talk to this girl just so that way she can give me the coin locker stuff and I get 500 XP. But yeah, so there's this like kind of underground mall that's around here now. Also, it's not free and devoid of random people who fight you. But now there's also a parking garage as well that we can go into, but we don't have any reason to go there right now at the moment. Hi Heidi, thanks so much for tuning in! Oh god. So the way that Akiyama fights in this game with only the use of his kicks, his fighting style is actually kind of a lot like, he's probably the closest to kind of like sort of similar moves to Kiryu. If anything, it's more like Majima's thug style. Especially with like the ending with this like kick combo that I can do right here. You can actually get that. You can actually get way more kicks to go for that. So yeah, it's a lot like his thug style. Why'd you have to go medieval on my ass? I was just trying to mug you. Milestone's one of my favorite dress shops. I'm sure they'll have something here that suits you. Alright. So yeah, you can also get these dresses and everything for the for your dates, but to be honest, they're not really that like you don't really need to use those. Sometimes actually wait, now that I think about it, there's actually an achievement if you give them a gift, if you give a hostess a gift and they'll give you and then like especially if you give them an outfit and they'll wear it. But I forgot what outfit goes with what hostess. But anyways, let's go now to Le Marche, which of course is our favorite exclusive high-end fashion items of things that I would probably never wear, even in real life. It's something that I know, I have such a poor sense in fashion that, like, I probably would never... let's see... Chain or elegant? Oh, I'll go with elegant necklace. Oh, okay, now we're gonna get a little bit of time to roam around and do whatever. Actually, is... I'm getting her clothes, because she's, remember, her test is, she needs to, work at the hostess club that Akiyama runs. So her test is that she has to get to #1 hostess within, like, the end of the week or something. But I guess because of the way that time is just sort of flows in this game, it's like the very night she starts working, she's like already she's already like #1 or something. Yeah, you know, just openly carrying a sword around. Like how you normally do. Okay. Yeah, Akiyama's got a lot of side stories right now that are going for him. Oh, ah, damn it. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, well, let's head back to the office for one of the many different loan mission side quests. Oh. Guarantee principal with Forex. Everybody's talking about Forex. Why? Let's see how make your savings grow. We recommend our foolproof principal Forex. Ah, wonderful. This definitely sounds like one of those great scam emails I always get. One of my duties at my job is to actually filter out some of the spam emails that we get. But I like to read them because some of them are just hilarious. One of the most noteworthy ones, we got somebody was offering us a free grand piano. I was just thinking, man, does that work? Like, do you get people who do that a lot? But I thought you were in charge of cleaning up around here. The last time I tried tidying up your desk, you kept pestering me for this document, that magazine. All you did was complain. I know, right? Like, what do they get out of that? Like, I mean, I'm sure they were gonna ask for like information, but a part of me wished that I could actually, that I could have actually accepted that, because that would have been hilarious. Is there an Akiyama-san available? Oh, hello and welcome! Chief, you have a customer. Ah, Shoko-san, good to see you. Why don't you have a seat and tell me about your situation? This office is certainly dirty. Can you really conduct business here? You should have seen it before we tidied up. Apologies for the mess. So, how much do you owe at the moment? Did you check the exact amount? I owe 5 credit card companies and 4 loan sharks, 10.3 million yen in all, although that's not including interest. You know, Akiyama's the type of guy who's like a nice version of the Squid Game, you know? Instead of like death being the actual thing, like he actually makes these like challenges that people could do that don't usually involve people dying. But he gives them like pretty much a free credit essentially in cash. I can't have anybody taking me lightly. I may have borrowed some money, but it's only because I'm be earning millions one day. Aha! Well, that's some logic. But it seems to me you might have rushed things a little. Maybe so. Simply improving my appearance hasn't helped much. It's just not that easy. As long as you understand that, you should be fine. You can always start over. First, I recommend consolidating all your loans and coming up with a repayment plan. What do you think?
そうね。
I think that's a good idea. Do you do loan consolidation here? Yes, of course. What? No interest? Then what's in it for you? That's nothing to worry about. Or would you prefer to pay interest? Oh, I get it. You have some kind of conditions, don't you? Like, I have to sleep with you. Well, that sounds great. But no, you're a little off base. All I ask is that you take a test. A test? Yep, a test. Pass the test, and I'll consolidate your debts. No interest, no collateral. So, what kind of test are we talking about? I have 1 million yen here, and I'm going to give it to you. Then it'll be your job to decide how to spend it. Huh? I just have to spend 1 million yen? Pretty much. So, what do you say? Alright, I accept. Then it's a deal. Use every last yen of this 1 million. I'll be back when it's gone. See you then.
社長、
Chief, are you sure about this? That's 1 million yen you just gave her. I gave it to her, yes, but then again, I didn't just give it to her. And yet you were reluctant to give me a bonus. Oh, look, this is a test to see how Shoko-san spends her money. It's hard to spend borrowed money but when it's a gift, the sky's the limit. One's spending habits can give you a pretty good idea of one's character. You think so? Hana-chan, if somebody gave you money, and you made a beeline for a dessert buffet, that tells us you're a foodie, right? Well, yeah, I guess, but I really admire Shoko-san wanting to move up in the world. Now I just want to know if she can see past today. Well, with all that yen, I suppose she should pay down her debt. That's one way to use it. It's much better than spending it all on a bunch of junk. Say, Hana-chan, where do you think she'll go? For designer goods, Le Marche. For food, Sushijin. And for fun, the host club, Adam. Those would be my guesses. Could you give the place a call and tell them to try to get her to spend money? Okay, but you know something, Chief? You are a really bad man. Hey, it is a test. I have to make it challenging, don't I? Thanks, Hana-chan. I'll go see how she's doing. The Marsh and Sushijin. Oh, and the host club, Adam. Where's Adam again? Okay, yeah, so... yeah, maybe a little bit that yeah, maybe it might be a tad fat shaming that that he points out that she'd go directly to the dessert buffet. But it's actually kind of funny why there's actually a reason why Hana-chan is actually really really fat or kind of big. Oh, Akiyama-san! What are you doing in this side of town? Actually, I was just on my way to see you. Me? Uh-huh. Alright, let's head upstairs then. Kind of, yeah, but it's kind of a little funny reason why, but yeah. So, what can I do for you? Akiyama-san, please make me your apprentice. My apprentice? Yes, please. Well, this is sudden. Weren't you starting some kind of online company? So that's what I figured at first, but when I really sat down to think about it, I couldn't come up with anything I wanted to do. So, why become my apprentice? I bet if I studied under you, I could discover my true calling. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Figure that out yourself. Please. I have no intention on taking on an apprentice. I'm not asking to be paid, of course. I just want to stay here until I work out what I want to do. Absolutely not. I don't want to waste the 5 million yen you lent me. Please. Please. What's holding you back, Chief? He already said he's not out for money. I don't know. Well, I'm all for it. Thank you, Hana-chan. Fine. Really? We'll start by having you pick us up some lunch. I can do that. I'll be right back. Lunch at 7 o'clock in the evening. You just want him to be your errand boy, don't you? Was it that obvious? Whew, I couldn't eat another bite. By the way, Akiyama-san, why did you start Sky Finance anyway? Why? Well, frankly, you're not making any money here. I was just wondering what gave you the idea. What gave me the idea, huh? You really want to know? I do. It might help me give me the push. I used to be homeless. Did you really? Yeah, I worked at a bank. But what with one thing after another, I quit. Ran out of money pretty fast. When was this? About 5 years ago, maybe. After I left the bank, I lived on the street for a while. And then one day, money came literally fluttering down from the sky. Really? Money? You didn't hear about that? There was an explosion at the Millennium Tower, blasted billions of yen onto the street. Oh yeah, I saw that on the news. I ran around like an idiot, eventually gathered up about a million yen or so. And that's how you started your business? What, with that chump change? Nah, you can't even run an office for that little. Then what did you do? I've been in the banking business, so I knew a bit about finance. I thought, what's the best way to make more? So I went into day trading. What's that? It's basically trading stocks within the course of a single day. You complete a bunch of trades on a day-by-day basis, and if all goes well, you can earn a substantial profit on your sales. It's not all that different from gambling, I suppose. But with a little expertise, you can make more money than you would on the horses. That is true. I saw the Wolf of Wall Street. That definitely shows off just how much money you can actually make by day trading. Well, not even just day trading, but just trading in general. Though the stockbrokers are the ones who actually rake in all of that money. Before long, I made a pretty nice chunk of change. Then I tried futures trading and the like. Maybe I had a natural talent for it. In any case, the money just kept on multiplying. I made a businessman's salary thousands of times over in a few short years. Soon after, I found myself wondering what I should do with it all. Which made me lukewarm on the idea of making more. Did you lose the interest in money itself? No, I just went on thinking only for how to make money, to thinking of ways to use the money I made. And you became an interest-free moneylender to help people with their money problems. No, it was more than just wanting to help people who are strapped for cash. I wanted to see people who lost their money and hit rock bottom work hard to pull themselves back up again, just like I had. And that's how Sky Finance came to be. Excuse me, I heard I could get a loan here? That's enough war stories for today. Okay. Let's hear what you have to say. Right this way. Now, what can I do for you? Well, my husband's obsessed with gambling, and he's got us into a ton of debt. Then he drinks and just becomes so incredibly violent. I just got us out of there as soon as I could. I couldn't take it anymore. That's terrible! He borrowed all kinds of money under my name, too, and now the loan officers refuse to give me the time of day. I heard a rumor that you might be able to help, so here we are. How much do you need? We left with nothing but the clothes on our backs. Would it be possible to borrow 500,000 for living expenses? All right, but you haven't passed a test before I give you the money. Yes, I heard about that too. What would you have me do? You have 3 hours to find work somewhere here in Kamurocho. Do that, and the 500,000 is yours, interest-free. Only 3 hours? You'll find something if you look hard enough. They say we're in a recession, but there's still plenty of work available if you're not too picky. What do you think? Want to give it a try? Okay, I'll see what I can find. Was it really necessary to give her a test? After all she's been through? If she's serious about the loan, she'll pass it just fine. Where's Noriko? And you are? My wife came in here for a loan. Oh, so you're her husband, are you? Aha, so she was here. Uh-huh. Where is she? Drag her ass out here right now. I'm sorry, but your wife is now my customer. I'm not at all at liberty to divulge any information about my customers. Why you... If you have any complaints, I'd be more than happy to take this outside. That suits me just fine. Oh yeah, I gotta get to beat this guy's ass. I ain't got nothing to say. Just get Noriko out here. You gotta look and get your ass beat. Now see here, pal. Oh, shut the fuck up, will ya? Looks like I'm gonna have to beat your ass. Violently drunk husband. What an apt description. There we go. Swift kick to the face like that would definitely cause anybody to stop. Damn it, you'll pay for this! Wow, I'd run too if I were married to him. Naturally. Well, she's back. Any luck? No, nothing. Then I can't lend you the money. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. I stopped into every single place looking for part-time help, and they all said I was too old. I tried lots of stores and restaurants, but they told me they had enough help. And? 3 hours to find work in Kamurocho, it's just not possible. Did you check the red light district? What? You know, massage parlors, places like that. Somebody as good looking as you should be able to find a willing employer, no problem. I could never work in the sex industry. That's entirely up to you, but you won't get a loan until you pass the test. But I really must ask you to leave. Akiyama-san, hasn't she been through enough already? Like I said, I don't give people money just because I feel sorry for them. Still, if she truly wanted a new life for herself, she'd have gone straight into a massage parlor and asked for a job. I won't lend to anybody who's less than serious. You were serious about changing your life, right? And I lent you your money. I helped you because you were sincere. You said you didn't want to waste my 5 million yen. Are you really looking for a worthwhile way to spend it? Because I can tell you right now, you won't find anything by hanging around me. You're right. You lent me the money, and so I felt dependent on you. I'll give some more serious thought to what exactly it is I want to do. Are you sure about this, Chief? You could have let Shiobata-san work here, you know. No, it's better this way. He's a big boy. I'm sure he can figure out his hopes and dreams all by himself. Yep, it's not always glamorous being a lone king like Akiyama, so... Unfortunately, you do have to say no to some people. Yeah, so something else that they added in this game is there's a fortune teller here who will help you locate like certain items or tell you where to go next if you're like or like sub stories and what you can do to activate them. She's one of these like crazy great fortune tellers, and funny enough, one of the characters later on actually figures out her secret. So we'll hold off on that for now. But in any case, oh wait, we gotta go see what Shoko's doing with her money. You know, it's funny that he's giving her the test of spending 1,000,000 yen. Like, I don't know if I could, like, yeah, it's like, that's definitely a pretty tough, Oh, there she is. I guess Shoko-san had some sushi. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting test of spending, you know, trying to spend 1,000,000 yen. Ah, if it isn't Akiyama-san! Hi there. I think you got a call from Hana-chan, right? So, how did Shoko-san do? I had some great tuna today, so I recommended the Otoro. But wouldn't you know it? All she had was the daily special before going on her way. How much was the special? 980 yen. Wow, cheap. Can I have one? All sold out, I'm afraid. But, you know, she was a little off today. She only eats uni and awabi, you know, the pricey stuff. What's going on? So I guess she hasn't touched that 1,000,000 yen then. Wait, what? When Hana-chan told me to make her spend money... Hey, is this another one of your tests? Something like that. Thanks for your help. I'll have to drop by again soon. I do love that Sushi-jin is always playing Kamurocho Lullaby, the only karaoke song that Kiryu sings for Yakuza's 3 and 4. You get pretty used to that song. Which is funny, I've heard it so often, but I don't know if I could actually sing the actual lyrics. Ah, La Marche. Now let's see what she does. You know, this actually reminds me of a test that I remember in a movie that I saw, where it's called Hello, Mr. Billionaire, and this down on his luck, this down on his luck soccer goalie. It actually takes place. It's a Chinese movie, and he ends up like getting fired, and he gets kicked out of his house, like his rundown apartment, and he's like pretty much totally broke, and he then unexpectedly gets a call from his estranged grandfather, who, after he left his family, got, like, you know, made it big and has worth and now runs a company that's worth billions. But he instead, like, you know, that's worth like at least a good like 30 billion just in the net worth alone. So, you know, his grandfather says that, you know, I didn't have any other children at this time, so you are my only heir that I have. But I'm not just gonna give you all of this just because I'm dead now. So what instead is you're gonna have to pass a test, and the conditions is you are gonna have to spend what the equivalent of $30 million in 1 month. You have to spend that much. But there are some stipulations, however. The first stipulation is that you cannot have any assets at the end of the month. Everything you buy, you are not allowed to keep. Uh-oh. The loan sharks are coming. Then, like, there's a couple other stipulations. Like, one of them is you're not allowed to give gifts, donations, or even tell anybody about the deal. You're only allowed, you have to spend every single penny on yourself. You can't buy anything illegal. You can't buy anything over market value, so you're not going to go up and say, hey, I want this Lamborghini, and I'll give you $30 million for it. Like, no, that's not happening. So, and then the final one is that you can hire up to 100 people to be under your employment, but you must be accepting a service from them. You can't just have them sit down and drink beer with you. So, like, and those are, like, the stipulations. I think there might be one or two more, but I forget. But, yeah, it's just kind of a funny little, like, story of how in the hell do you spend that much money in 1 month? Because it sounds like a dream, but if you really can't, like, keep anything that you're buying, you know, it's like, because I guess, yeah, paying someone to spend time with you isn't a service. I guess it depends. If they're a professional host, maybe. Alright, let's go. Let's take care of these assholes. But it's pretty funny, like, near the end of the month, the guy is like, he's trying to literally spend the money any way that he can. So he's literally having people carry him so he doesn't have to walk in order to use all the money. But then it's kind of funny because the accountant that the company has working for him to be able to view his finances to make sure he's actually spending the money, he starts to fall in love with, and she starts to fall in love with him, even though she thinks he's just a rich, spoiled brat who got a bunch of money. So it's a pretty cute story. But then it actually made me think, like, I started posing that question to a bunch of my friends and coworkers, like, how would you spend that money to get rid of it in 1 month's time? Because, like, he actually even found out that renting a mansion for a month and renting a car for a month, and renting, like, a luxury car, is actually not a whole lot of... It actually doesn't add up as much to the total that he was hoping. No, so that's one of the stipulations, Heidi, is that you cannot give any gifts, you cannot buy any, you can't make any large-scale donations, and you're not even allowed to tell anybody about this. So you're not even allowed to give the money away. You have to spend it. By the way, did you spend that $1,000,000 yet? I've decided I'll use it. Is that so? Well, then I await your decision back at Sky Finance. Alright, I'll come by later. Sounds good. See you there. Alright, well, let's head back to the office, and then as soon as we... You'll also see that something else that they added in this game, and I'm picking it up all the time, is garbage, because, like, Kamurocho's a little filthy. So, there's a nice little eco kind of currency system that works here, which is somewhat pretty nifty, but also a little gross. Especially when I find, see, like, you know, you can get all these different types of garbage that you pick up, and some of these are just like regular, like, metal garbage, plastic garbage. The worst ones that I think that are in this game are soft garbage. I don't know why, but every time I see him pick that up, I'm like, ew. It just makes me think that anything that's put in a garbage can that was soft is probably not soft to begin with. Or there's something gross in it. Oh, and actually, going also back to the Hello Mr. Billionaire, to another point that actually makes it a lot harder is that, like, you know, you think, okay, well then I'll just go to Vegas and spend, you know, and just, like, blow it all on the slots or whatever. But, like, what makes it harder is that any money you win, also you cannot keep. So if you make any great investments that pay off in huge amounts of dividends, that's added to the amount that you have to get rid of. So it's like, you gotta make sure you somehow, you somehow like lose all the money before that. Hi, Chief. Shoko-san's here. Oh, is she? That was fast. Maybe if I didn't get into a fight along the way, but whatever. So, how did you spend your $1,000,000 yen? I haven't yet. Huh? But the sushi restaurant, the host club... You have far too much time on your hands, Akiyama-san. Oh, so you saw me. Yes, well, you're not exactly subtle. Thank goodness you're in finance. You make an awful detective. I shouldn't have been so nosy. My apologies. So, what are you going to do with the money? This $1,000,000 yen will go off to toward paying my debts once you've consolidated them. All this time I've been investing in my future self, and I borrowed a lot of money to get along the way. But I've come to understand that other people's money can't buy my future. My future can only be bought with money I've earned myself, and that is why I'll use this $1,000,000 yen you gave me to pay down my debts. I have to admit, I'm surprised. Quite frankly, it's a better use than I expected. I figured you put that $1,000,000 towards paying down some of your current loan shark debts. Well, I thought about it, but then I believed you when you said you'd consolidate them for me. If you refused to go through with it, then I would have to give back every last yen. My pride won't allow me to accept money for no good reason, so I happen to have a great deal of self-respect. Well, in that case, I'd say you passed. I'm with flying colors. You should be proud of yourself. You did better than I expected. I passed the test? But how? I told myself that if you, of your own free will, chose to pay down your debts, you'd pass. But you showed me an even better solution. Akiyama-san? Sky Finance will handle all of your debts from here, Shoko-san. Thank you. It seems I was wrong about you. Truthfully, I thought you were just some sarcastic jerk. Really? Well, I liked you right away. Hana-chan, can you please do a survey of Shoko-san's debts and write up a contract for us?
Hi.
Yes, right away. Well, we're done for today. You'll be working with Hana-chan on the details. Alright, thank you in advance. You're welcome. Oh, and would you care to join me for dinner? Chief! I'm sorry, but I couldn't possibly make your darling secretary angry. Who knows what she'd do to my contract? Ah, right. Here, this is for you. It's a gift, but I think it suits you. Well, I got a protective amulet. Too bad, huh? Chief, say, Hana-chan, you wouldn't want to grab a bite to eat, would you? Me instead of Shoko-san, you mean? Well, no, that's not... Are you sure? I can easily put away 100 pieces of Otoro at Sushi-jin, you know? Oh, never mind. I'll just pop out for a little something on my own. Okay, well, that's enough of the loan consolidation firm of Akiyama's offices. Let's head back to let's go down to the Elise, and we can see what Akiyama's host club looks like. Or hostess club. Hey, is Lily-chan here yet? She's waiting in the back room, sir. Right this way. Oh, she looks completely different. So yeah, they brought back the they brought back this the hostess maker sub story in the from the first well, not first, but from the third game. So it's pretty much just It's pretty much the exact same game. It's just, I don't know, it seems to make a little bit more sense that Akiyama's doing this. But what's funny is that you actually do have to build up, hostesses. Oh.
Akiyama-san, 私。
いいね。やっぱり俺の目に狂いはなかったか。いや、なんでもない。さあ、今からテスト2を始めようか。
Yeah, that could probably be a little bit tiring after a while, having to laugh and go, "Oh my God, you're so funny!" After a customer? That's right. I think you've just been hired as a hostess after all. You're gonna be the #1 girl here. Me, #1? But why? Well, as it turns out, I own the place. We managed to stay in the black, but in this economy, well, we're basically treading water. Oh. And that's where you come in. And if... I see, yeah? I understand the test, but I'm not sure I can reach #1. Is that so? Well, then I guess you don't need the 100 mil. What? We haven't even started, and you've already decided you can't do it. We should just call the whole thing off. No, I'll do it, please. That's the spirit. And don't worry, you're #1 material exactly as you are. Speaking of, how do you determine the hostess's rank by... Is it by sales? You got it! Starting today, you're gonna have 3 days to make us 3 million yen. 3 million in 3 days? Do that, and you pass the test. I'll loan you the 100 mil. No contract, no guarantor. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it does make me wonder if that's actually what hostesses do in this type. Is like as soon as they're done, they clock off. They're like, oh god.
300万ですね。
はい。
300万稼げば本当に1億貸してもらえるんですね。
はい。
わかりました。やってみます。
3 days to generate 3 million in sales. That's tough.
ここからは俺のプライベートとして楽しませてもらいます。
え？
さっき言ったじゃない。今から俺に接客してもらうって。
でも秋山さんはオーナーじゃ。
オーナーつっても自分の店で遊んじゃダメって決まりがあるわけじゃないでしょ。
I love that the seats match his coat.
つまり俺が君の最初の客ってわけ。そう、その笑顔。いいね。さあ、それじゃあ今日は楽しませてもらいますか。
わかりました。それじゃあお客様、お飲み物は何になさいますか？
そうだね。
Oh yeah, her dress too kind of matches, yeah. Well, I should probably get going. Got some other things to take care of. You know how it is. Leaving already, but we've only just got started. Sorry, can't have the owner keeping his future #1 all to himself. It's bad for business. Wow, he's got jellyfish in his tank. Damn. But what do you say we meet up after your shift? Are you asking me out on another date? If you want me to be. Okay then, it's a date. Great, we'll reconvene in the theater square. See you there. Okay. What's going on with this dude? Hey, isn't that our scout? Working hard? Don't be slacking off now. Oh, hey there, boss. Don't hey there, boss me. All these girls walking by, you've got to talk to them. Like that one. Ah, some other club got to her. I'm just not cut out for this job. What? Quitting already? It's your choice to make, but you're being a little hasty, don't you think? It's just that nothing's going right. I call out to some girl, she glares at me or ignores me altogether. I'm starting to get a complex here. Sounds like you talked to a lot of girls. How many leads did you get today? Leads? Come on, you know, how many phone numbers did you get? How many girls? One. You've got to be kidding. I'll be living off bread crusts and water at this rate. I'm not too happy about it myself, you know. I just wish there were an easier way to make money. I think I can understand how you feel. Just, how are you calling out to these girls anyway? How? Like, normally? Hey, wanna be a hostess? Like that? Then what? What if she's not interested? I say, aw, come on, why not? Give it a shot. I don't blame you for giving them the stink. I don't blame them for giving you the stink eye. Maybe it was fate that I saw you here today. I'll give you some basic lessons in scouting. Whether you learn anything is up to you. Huh? You mean you can scout, boss? What kind of idiot do you take me for? I tried my hand at all kinds of hostess club jobs before I came to own one myself. Wow, you sure don't mess around. Not when it comes to work. Anyway, that's the trick to getting rich. It's time for you to take that first step. Come with me. Aw, do I have to? Yep, now get moving. Seriously, what a drag. First rule of scouting, never let a girl pass you by. You've been standing around all day with only one lead to show for it. Proof positive you've been playing hooky instead of working. Look, you can talk the talk, boss, and I see what you're saying, I do, but can you walk the walk? How good are you really? You seem confident enough, so I guess you were probably something really skilled at one point. Oh wait, God, I did not read that right. Still, I get the feeling your skills are pretty rusty. You want to go there? Okay, give me 5 minutes to do scouting of my own then. You tell me how many leads I should score in that amount of time. Seriously? Well, gee, I don't know. I'm kind of clueless when it comes to this stuff. I noticed. Ouch, fine. Alright, if that's the way you're gonna be, then I'm not holding back. How about 3 times the leads that I pull in? That's 3 people. You should need 3 leads to win. Fine, but why 3 particularly? Because a real master ought to be able to do it 3 times better than a normal person. Whatever you say. Okay then, here I go. Clock starts now. Okay, so I am going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to... where is it? Yeah, right here. Okay, so... Is it right here? Oh, we got one. Yeah, luckily the clock stops every time I talk to a girl. You're cute. Because you're cute. Gotta be cute if you want to be a hostess. Girl du jour. Oh, never mind, it is still going. Crap! Okay. I thought it stopped. Why do I can't see things? I won't be reading these out, otherwise it's gonna take. Otherwise, I'm gonna waste too much time. Oh, nope, that's not it. Oh, right here. I guess, yeah, that would be a bad design for having to miss story points because the clock won't stop. Oh, but it stops for fights! But luckily, he's not really... Akiyama's not really saying anything very important right now. He's just getting girls interested in the hostess thing. If they were really adamant about that, then they would probably have... Yeah, then they would have the clock still ticking when I'm fighting. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to approach any girl who's got a boy with her, because that's most likely not going to go pretty well. Oh, uh-oh. I actually already have the amount that I needed for the scouting thing, because the 5 minutes of because I just need to be three leads, so. Uh-oh. Another big guy is about to go, "Hey, this is my girl." Alright. I think that's it for the amount of leads that I can get, but let's just... Yikes, sorry. Oh, I think, yeah, because I think they just have us limited to here in, for this street. Yeah. Is there any way that I can end this early, or... Oh, hey, something on the floor here. But yeah, they give you plenty of time to find the girls that you need. Eh. Well, we got 30 seconds to kill then. So, how's everyone's day going? Yeah. Yeah, most of the idle animations for the characters are they're mostly just smoking. I think actually every one of them smokes. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Excellent. That's all I ask. Good luck. Yes, sir. And the boss man emerges with his dignity intact. Okay, well, so that was the end of that sub-story, and sadly, we are at 5 minutes left, and I don't really want to start the next chapter in the story because of how long the cutscenes get. So, I don't really know if there's... Oh! So yeah, finally, one of the buildings that has finally opened up to us is the Volcano Pachinko Parlor here. I wish I knew how... Like, I gotta admit, I have no idea how Pachinko is played. Like, I know you have to get, like, these... Like, you buy, like, balls to put in here. But see, like, yeah, it's like, adjust the ball speed, and then you have all that, and then... Buy 250 balls, yeah, and then it's just... Also, I can't read this, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay, I don't think that was it. See, Sega can do this because they have licensing rights to Virtua Fighter. Oop, too far. Oh, hey! I finally got something. Oh, no! Damn it! Oh. I guess it's like slots. Also, I don't know why there's like... Oh my god! Is that a 1 or a 7? Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe they're trying to add that for like the authenticity factor. Because because you know, it's like when you especially even go to like Vegas or something. Like some of those slot machines are like the screen is a little messed up from like years of being played on. But yeah, so I'm sure it's the same way here in for the pachinko parlor. But yeah, so from what I guess it's kind of like slots where if you get 3 symbols that match up, then you'll get a prize or something. One of the achievements I think in this game is to actually win the top prize at pachinko. So, but I'm not sure if this game has any luck boosting items. So. Oh god, get away, just run into everybody. Oh, god damn. Oh, well, we're out of time now anyway. But let me first get rid of this. Let me first get rid of these assholes. Alright, well, I think I'll call that the stream for now, so thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with the next part of Dark Souls. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care!